So as always, Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragon. Here's High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day find, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine, no Black Panther. Sandringham Serial Killer, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Black Wizard, Terrorist, Dish Shooter, really don't think so. And see Dis Skelton Road Assassins for details. As always, no red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. No Black Panther, Ritual, Serial Killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham, really don't think so. Again, Dis Skelton Road Assassins. There was one Dis Skelton Road assassin, lived this end. Claimed he knew people and would have me stabbed and sliced up, dragged down Skelton Road behind a car, then he turned up dead not too long ago. So they'll set you up as a red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. Get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. But it's all to cover up high crimes, Royal Blue Murder. Certainly not mine. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. Word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. And Christian Brunacher has just been released in prison in Germany a few months ago. Involved in the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 19 years now. What's the anniversary? A few months ago. Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. There's certainly no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham Serial Killer, Black Wizard Terrorist, Dish Shooter. Again, certainly wasn't me. Really are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. Don't know why that one's parked over there. So as always, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, certainly not mine, that's Luna, Widgie Wood, Neighbour's Cat. So no Black Cat, Copycat, Black Cat of Burston, Son of Sam, Sandringham Serial Killer here. Again, Black Wizard Terrorist, Dish Shooter, I really don't think so. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses in this Norfolk UK. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. Again, more bogus diagnoses than on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified apparently using new DNA technology, but no Norfolk Jack the Kipper. Sandringham Serial Killer, Black Wizard Terrorist, Dish Shooter, I really don't think so. So set you up with the biggest monster lies, the biggest Dr. Death SS, Silver Bullet Whom Kitson, bogus diagnosis. In their precision engineered black box, serial killer frame, fix assassination. Certainly will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key, bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are, but no monster here. One a big monster con, one big monster bluff, one very big porcupine serial killer lie in this Norfolk UK. Again, they want everyone to believe is true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. A very deadly serial killer virus in this Norfolk UK, certainly have infected everyone apart from me. This post office, Royal Mail, postie assassins, vigilantes, postie mayor, they are the big super spreader carriers, certainly have infected everyone apart from me. And Anthony Fauci is in deep pup. Certainly coming under a lot of fire now. Again, over the last 7 years, that's all we saw was anyone telling the truth. Banned, blocked, deleted, punished, blacklisted, shadow banned by the goons on big tech social media. Anyone who mentioned the Wuhan lab, which they claimed was medical information, that was all true. Anyone who mentioned gain of function research, again, which they falsely claimed was medical misinformation, all true. Anyone who mentioned a certain medical intervention was not true, was not safe and effective, one big monster lie, was banned, blocked, deleted, for telling the truth. Anyone who mentioned vaccine injuries and deaths, again, which they falsely claimed was medical information, all true. Anyone who mentioned excess deaths, which they also claim was medical information, but was all true, long vaccine, long COVID, again, which they claim was medical misinformation, but it was all true. So it's the oldest trick in the book. You swap the truth for a lie. You claim that the truth is a lie and a monster lie is the truth. And everyone must comply, conform, consent, obey, and confess the monster lie is true. And anyone who won't comply, conform, consent, obey, and confess the monster lie is true, they certainly will fix you. Again, classic example over the last several years when they claimed a certain medical intervention was safe and effective. Again, one big monster lie everyone had to confess was true. There's plenty of people who wouldn't confess that monster lie was true. Millions killed, billions stolen, every Nuremberg code broken. Biggest crime ever committed against humanity, not one arrest. That's just a sheer evil, corrupt system. And the biggest hoist took place during the unnecessary lockdowns. In the UK, 400 billion. Could only account for 200 billion, and loads of big contracts went to the Conservative Party, who were the most corrupt government the UK has ever had. Went to a lot of their friends and associates. And that Baroness, her husband, set up a 3-week-old company, got a £200 million contract for PPI, £46 million worth of PPI that weren't even fit for purpose. Gave her a 29 million backhander. That is just a sheer level of corruption. They didn't care how many people disappeared or were injured by their so-called medical intervention. Pfizer making 100 billion, all the medical people in their pockets. So you really cannot trust the doctors and nurses and all their monster lies and bogus diagnoses, again, especially in this Norfolk, UK. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. And again, there's many top experts and people who believe that Lucy Letby was used and set up as the scapegoat, as the serial killer nurse. Cover the NHS, consultants, managers, senior doctors and doctors to cover their backs. So all perfectly fine with setting Lucy Letby up as the serial killer nurse, so they didn't have to face medical malpractice, medical negligence, and the appalling conditions at the antenatal unit, maternity unit. Lucy Letby has just spent 3 years in prison, her life totally destroyed. And again, they'll be fine with Lucy Letby spending the rest of her life in prison. So, as always, a tough call when there's people all in positions of power, authority and influence. And they are the ones setting you up with the biggest monster lies, biggest bogus diagnosis, to get you boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. And all to cover up their high crimes, royal blue murder. And certainly not mine. Was full moon a couple of nights ago. So plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. Certainly no hosts for the beast here. Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid hosts, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry, Despair for details. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. Word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate. Killenfields, loud and clear. I was there, staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham, 7 miles from Sandringham, Norfolk coast. So certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex-trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry, the Spare for details. Anyhow, God bless, take care, have a good weekend.